Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cera. I'm a certified life and business coach. I help spiritual practitioners, creatives, and heart-centered service-based business owners build the lives and businesses of their dreams. And today I want to talk to you about breaking free from hustle energy. Something that so many of my clients struggle with is feeling trapped in hustle and grind, right? And there are so many reasons why this happens. A lot of them are cultural, right? Just this idea that money comes from hard work, that you have to work hard to be successful. And a lot of online business culture is really steeped in this like biohacking, optimization, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and like work yourself to the bone and hustle, never sleeps and rise and grind and all the like dude bro marketing. And it's really easy to get caught up in basing our identity on how hard we work, basing our identity on our ability to hustle, getting into a mode where we believe that hustle is the only thing that's going to work, quote unquote. It's the only thing that's going to make us successful. And I know a lot of entrepreneurs who work really hard. And sometimes they're not working smarter, they're just working harder because they're fueled by this belief that if they were to be working less, relaxing more, working in a way that was more sustainable for them, that they wouldn't be as successful, that there's no way that you can be truly successful and have a really lucrative, profitable business and have ease and flow and sustainability in the way that you work. And this is so toxic and it causes people to burn out. It causes people to quit. It causes people to start feeling resentful about their business. And what I've seen sometimes when people are stuck in this hustle mode is that they hit a point where their business, their marketing just stops working. And they're like, I'm doing everything the same. I'm sending out the same number of emails. I'm talking about the same offers. I'm putting out the same number of videos. But somehow this thing that used to work, this used to get me clients, it's not working anymore. And I can't figure out why. And then they try to outwork the problem. They think I just have to hustle harder. And they start trying to come up with new strategies and they start trying to work even more. They're losing more sleep. They're getting more stressed out as they try to solve this problem of not being able to figure out why things have stopped working. But the reason that things have stopped working is actually because underneath, right, energetically, emotionally, that business owner has hit a point of near burnout and they actually don't want any more work. They don't want any more clients. They're starting to feel resentful of the hustle. They are starting to feel exhausted. There's a part of them that feels like if I had any more work, I just wouldn't be able to do it. There's a part of them that wakes up every day thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. I am ready to like shut my business down and move away. I'm so tired. I can't keep this pace up. So what's changed is not your strategy. It's not your tactics. It's not anything that's happening on the surface level. What's changed is how you feel. You no longer feel lit up and inspired and excited about the work that you're doing. You're just in this grind mode, on this hamster wheel, trying to churn out products and content and meetings, right? And it's just not working for you anymore. When that happens, what tends to be the hardest for people who are steeped in money comes from hard work and you have to work hard to be successful to understand is that the thing that's missing, the thing that's going to take you to your next level in business is actually not working harder. It's getting better at receiving. It's not your masculine hustle, work hard, strategic, think your way through the problem mode. It is your feminine, receptive, playful, relaxed, creative mode. And these have nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with bodies. It's only about energetics, right? So you could replace masculine and feminine with yang and yin. You can replace it with go and flow, anything that feels right to you. We're talking about these energetic polarities of the driving, doing, forcing, making it happen energy versus the receiving, relaxed, supported, easeful energy. And one way that I find this showing up extra for spiritual practitioners and creatives and healers and helpers is it gets tied up with the humble healer trope. The idea that we are the giving one. We are the generous one. We're the one who just wants to help people. We're the one who wants to make everything so easy for everybody. We're the ones with the big hearts who want to help the people who can't afford our work, and we want to help our friends, and we want to help our family, and we want to help our clients, and we kind of allow scope creep to happen in our packages, and we work on our days off, and we feel some obligation to give that's tied up in this identity of being the healer, being the helper. So who helps the helpers? And does that helper ask for help? Does that helper allow themselves to be helped? How does that helper feel about receiving support? Now, I can't say for sure that this is you, but if you're having a little ooh as you're listening to this and you're recognizing, oh yeah, I'm not that comfortable. I don't love asking for help. I don't love letting myself be helped. I get a little uncomfortable receiving accolades, support, money, people giving me tips, people paying really generously for my work. I almost get a little shy and embarrassed when people tell me my stuff is great. And I want to be like, oh, no, no, it's you. Thank you so much. Oh, it's you, right? I want to deflect it. I want to give it back. I don't feel that comfortable receiving. I feel much more comfortable in the role of helper than I do in the role of the person being helped. I feel much more comfortable in the role of the expert than I do in the role of the one who like receives lavish compensation. I feel much more comfortable being the teacher than I do being the go-to expert that's sought after for my opinions and compensated well for them. There's an identity around being the strong one and the giver versus being the interconnected receiver. And this can be a cap on our business success. It can be a cap on our income. For a lot of people who hit this point where you're doing everything and you're hustling your face off and nothing is changing, and you're trying strategy after strategy and you can't figure out why it's not working, quote unquote, not working, the answer is that what's going on is a deeper energetic shift needs to take place. A step into your next level of receivership is what needs to take place. A step into being able to relax, lean back, trust, surrender, allow yourself to be helped, allow yourself to be supported, to not being the one who does all the time, and sometimes to be the one who leans back, sits back, and receives. And the more uncomfortable that is for you, the more true this message is, and the more good it is that you found it right now today, whenever it is that you're finding it. And when you're in this place, trying to work harder and harder and trying more and more strategies is only going to take you farther away from the results that you're really craving. It feels counterintuitive, especially if you've hit a point where you're like, I'm working really hard and I've tried every strategy, but nothing's working. And now financially it feels dire for me to say the answer is that you have to relax. The answer is that you have to focus on receiving. The answer is that you have to do some deeper inner work around how you feel about allowing people to support you. And you might be like, I don't have time for that. That's a nice to have. That's something I'll do later when I'm making more money. But if you could make the money through the hustle and the strategy and the working harder, you wouldn't be watching this. It would be working. It's not working because there's an energetic misalignment. There's an as above, so below, as within, so without. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. In fact, the doing has become the problem. It has to do with who you're being and how you're being, and allowing your beingness to emerge as the prize, as the magnetic, as the sought after. So that's my message for today. I would love to hear what you think about this. Please feel free to leave me a comment and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you're like, this is it, I feel in my body, this is what's right, this is the shift that I need to make, I would love to invite you to apply for my brand new Powerhouse Mastermind. We are spending a year together masterminding and getting coaching around shifting into the power to rest, relax, and receive on a bigger level than you've ever received before, not through hustle, not through strategy, not through working harder, not through proving yourself through doing, but through being, through releasing, through allowing, through creating space, through embodying the true power of who and what you are, and allowing that to be compensated and richly rewarded by your audience and by your customers. So the application for Powerhouse Mastermind is going to be in the show notes. You can just click on it and go send your application in. We start in June as I'm recording this, June of 2024. It's mid-May right now. So if this feels right for you, definitely don't wait on it. Just get your application in so that you can join us when we start in June. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to message me. Okay, love you. Bye.